Narcissists can't just end a relationship. Oh no. Narcissists have to thoroughly annihilate your soul. And I mean thoroughly, like having the vengeance of a tiger and the persistence of 8 billion fire ants. But the true, twisted wickedness of it all comes more from the why, as the reasons that narcissists go about trying to destroy their targets completely is far darker than most think, but it definitely sheds a light on the true colors of these beasts. Everything they do is intentionally and systemically thought out, and is no coincidence that after the relationship ends, you're left stuck just trying to get your head wrapped around how it is even humanly possible that anyone could get pleasure over being so hateful and hurtful, as this cranks up the speed of their crazy making train straight out of hell, because it keeps you from being able to make like mama and throw your ass from it. Because narcissists know damn well, once you're able to reacclimate yourself and get some distance between you and their crazy making express, where you'll no longer be engulfed by the smoke that its engine puts off, along with the smoke that they've been blowing up your ass, and daily doses of psychological warfare to distort your reality and prevent you from being able to think clearly, because that would allow you to figure their ass out a whole heck of a lot easier. And well, that doesn't exactly do any favors keeping Fantasyland, home of their most wickedly twisted delusions, open for business. By not giving you closure and left racking your brain over what in the hell just happened here, buys them time to complete their total annihilation before you get brave enough to jump. Plan that they have been working on straight out of the gate, because their fragile ego, being about as tough as soggy wet tissue paper, along with their life-threatening allergy to anything associated with reality, keeps them on high alert of being able to detect even just the wee bit of danger, and as such go about obtaining their supply using the very same techniques, tactics, and methods that they have been ironing out and perfecting their entire lives. So they are always ready and prepared to take down anyone who could blow their cover, and why the strategy that they use literally begins on day one, as it is their way to stay one step ahead, as well as to gain and maintain control, which is what in the end becomes the ultimate brainfuck. Person that you have been holding on to the hope that they would return back to was really nothing more than an illusion, a mirage that they shape-shifted themselves into for no other reason than to dupe you into believing that you two were so remarkably alike. It was as if you've known them your whole life, because they know that this sense of familiarity will make you feel comfortable sharing with them your hopes, dreams, fears, insecurities, handing over the arsenal and ammunition that they need to align their pockets with, so that after they have fully gained your trust, they can begin using these very weapons against you. Before you even know it, they are lighting your ass up and pumping you full of holes until the day comes to pull the trigger on your complete annihilation. But as jacked up as it is that they repeatedly violated your trust, that they manipulated you into having in them in the first place, and manufactured this scenario where you no longer feel you can trust even yourself, which that alone in and of itself is mind fuckery in its finest. But you see, that's not even the most nonsensical and twisted part. Already got you in a state of confusional mayhem, just as they have already been diligently plugging away at your smear campaigns. There really is absolutely no need for them to totally annihilate you. Oh no. Why they do it all comes down to nothing more than gratifying their sadistic pleasure in watching you suffer. Because seeing you suffer makes you go against your own will, as that is what makes them feel alive. Because narcissists know right from wrong. They know what is socially acceptable. The only reason they even use these fronts to begin with is because they know if they were to just walk around being all douchebag or us openly to the general public, there's no way in hell that anyone is going to just come freely so that they could continuously brainfuck them into the pavement. Ain't no way. And isn't even a matter of having a disordered personality, because their personality shapeshifts alongside their identity, depending on who it is standing in front of them at any given moment. They're mental, all right, but they are mentally fucked, and is really more a matter of having a lack of morals. They are spineless, empty shells of a being. But that is their choice. They don't have some chemical imbalance that prevents them from changing. They choose to live in their permanent state of denial and self-induced psychosis. But that does not mean that you need to tolerate it, or the bullshit that they made up in your smear campaigns keep you from re-establishing the relationships that you once had with your family, or let these deplorable meat sacks be the Mount Everest of your romantic life, even if it feels like they crushed your soul and ripped your heart into a million pieces, and don't ever want to put yourself in a position to let yourself be vulnerable again. Do your best to remember that just as much as there are evil people, there are also good people that exist. People like yourself who too have been hurt by one of these sadistic fools that too knows what it feels like to be fundamentally betrayed. Also knows the value and the importance of loyalty, genuineness, love, appreciation, that understand the importance in things like compliments and expressing your gratitude. Those who have felt what it's like to be utterly alone can see the importance of having connections and bonds with others and someone there that they can rely on, and knowing that you have the knowledge to be able to pick up on these red flags, and that when something looks too good to be true, then it usually is. And doesn't mean that you ever have to be involved romantically with someone ever again, but just staying open to the idea that possibly, maybe one day, keeps you in a positive mindset and not getting hung up in the past or living in the fear of these demons. They are miserable beings who never will have any meaning or value with anything that they do in their lives, because everything to them is about power and control and watching others suffer so they can maintain this belief of being superior. They do not want anyone's help or have any desire to change whatsoever. And as much as they want to keep you on their crazy train expressway, regardless if it feels like you are barreling down the tracks full throttle, rather than trying to make sense of the nonsensical crap that they have put you through, or rehashing over and over all the things that you've endured, try to look at it as all that you have overcome, and that your success rate of getting through what most people can't even fucking fathom is at a solid 100%. You are so much stronger than you think, and you can do anything that you put your heart, mind, and soul into. That includes letting go of the past these people put you through, because you truly are worth and deserve so much more. So fight for you. Save you. Focus on you. Fuck the narcissist.